Okay, friends, our next activity is going to be cutting, and cutting can be challenging for many of my kiddos. And so, especially, let's start with if you're 3 years old and you've had very minimal exposure to scissors outside of OT when you come and see me, you're probably still using self-opening scissors because you don't yet have the strength to open and close the scissors on your own. I know a lot of families probably don't have self-opening scissors. If you don't and want to purchase them, shoot me an email or a text message and I will send you the picture of the scissors that we use in OT. They're purchased easily off of Amazon. For lefties, you have to buy a pair of left-handed scissors because what I've noticed is even though they say that scissors are no longer right and left-handed, a lot of scissors still are right-handed. And my self-opening scissors, unfortunately, the ones that I currently use are not left-handed scissors. So I have a pair of left-handed scissors, although I have not been able to find them in self-opening. So I can show you how to modify the scissors very simply by using your own finger to make them self-opening. Again, that's for the younger kiddos. For other children who, have been with me for a year or two, my 4 and 5-year-olds, they probably have the strength now to open and close the scissors on their own. And so basically we're just going to be providing strategies on what they should be doing. Cutting is a bilateral coordination skill, so what that means is one hand has to hold the paper and typically turn it around a shape to where the other hand is the scissor hand and, they're cutting. Most kiddos do not know how to hold scissors. I've seen a lot of adults who don't hold scissors properly, so I'm going to show you what scissors typically look like. So this is a pair of my daughter's pink scissors. As you see, it has a big hole and a little hole. For your kiddos, they could probably fit 3 fingers in that bottom hole, and their thumb goes in that top hole. A lot of kiddos still have their biggest challenges putting those scissors on their fingers correctly. The scissors that I use have different colors. I think and I haven't seen them in a few weeks, so please excuse me if I don't give you the exact information. But I think the thumb hole is black, and the bottom part of the scissors is white with black dots. So I always give them that cue of put your thumb in the black hole. So if you have scissors that are 2 different color handles or that you could make 2 different color handles to give them clues, because ultimately you don't want to have to put the scissors on their fingers. You want them to be able to pick up a pair of scissors by themselves and be able to start cutting. Now, for, again, my 3-year-olds, I challenge them often by, rotating the paper for them when we're cutting a shape. But typically for 3-year-olds, a lot of the activities that you're doing are just getting them to adhere to a line and to cut straight down that line. So a 6-inch line is typically, a good start. But if they really are new to me, the first step in scissor cutting is snipping at paper. So you're just going to want to introduce scissors by snipping at paper. And what I mean snipping, and I can show you. So this is a piece of paper, and here are my scissors, and this would be called snipping. So they're not cutting down a line, they're just cutting on the paper. So that would be snipping, and you can do snipping with straws, you can do snipping on paper, you can do snipping with a variety of different things, snipping Play-Doh, so make it fun for them. But again, if they, are able to actually open and close the scissors or close self-opening scissors, we can have them cutting down a 6-inch line. Again, I like to challenge my kiddos, so often I will start with a shape, and just to get them used to having to turn the paper with their opposite hand, but your kiddos best, and they'll show you what skills they have and what they don't have. And so I don't want you to get frustrated with this. I just want you to, do the best that you can do as we're, trying to cut here.